Welcome to 1111 at the Garden. That was the gospel according to Lenny Kravitz right there. Let love rule.
Yeah, that's my man.
Now it's the gospel according to Hootie and the Blowfish, if you will. With a little love and some tenderness, we'll walk upon the water, we'll rise above the mist. With a little peace and some harmony, we'll take this world together, we'll take them by the hand, 'cause I got a hand for you. The best that I can. You see, I was wasting, and I was wasting time, till I thought about your problems, I thought about your crimes, then I stood up, and then I screamed aloud. I don't wanna be part of your problems, don't wanna be part of your crowd, 'cause I got a hand for you, I got a hand for you. I wanna run with you, won't you let me run? Hold my hand. I want you to hold my hand. Hold my hand. I'll take you to the promised land. Can't change the world, but I wanna love you the best that I can. Oh, yeah. Let me run, won't you let me run? You to hold my hand. I'll take you to a place where you can be anything you wanna be, 'cause won't you hold my hand now? I will take you to a place where change the world. I wanna love you the best that I can. Ooh, the best that I can. Ooh. There we go. Hootie.
Good morning. That was awesome. My gosh, we have such a band. Oh my God. I just want to tell you, the first time I came to 1111 a couple years ago, I can't even remember when it was. I didn't know what I was in for. But I knew I needed something different. I tried so many churches. And then someone read the Rumi poem that we're about to read. And that hooked me. I was like, I found my caravan. And it's just, it could change somebody's life. So if you'll read along with me, and those of you at home, come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving, it does not matter. Ours is not a caravan of despair. Come, even if you've broken your vows 1,000 times. Come yet again.
Wow. Thank you, Jenny. Folks, it's time to stand and sing together. This is 1111 classic right here. Elena's gonna lead this sucker. Let's rock it, man. Right about there, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here we go. You may be watching from a safe distance. You may be so close you can taste the blood. You may have headed for higher ground. You may be drowning in the flood. No matter what you do, love will find you.
Verse 2, let's go.
You may have lost what little faith you had. You may believe with all your heart. You may be pulling yourself together again. You may be falling apart. No matter what you do, love will find you.
Now the bridge.
One of you sees that love's a long lost friend. One of you can't recognize her face. One of you runs to her with open arms. One of you falls down in disgrace.
Verse 3.
You may see a million different gateways home. You may think there's only one way through. You may be waiting for the kingdom to come. You may believe it's in you. No matter what you do, love will find you. No matter what you do, love will find you. Love will find you.
Big finish.
Love will find you.
That's got to be in our top 5 all sings right there. That's a good one. Folks, would you now take a moment and offer one another a sign of peace anywhere around the room that you see fit? Let's go, man.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I will try one more time. Not everybody was sitting. They couldn't give me their all. I see some different faces in here today. Welcome if you're visiting with us. It's great to see you. Okay, one more time. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, I love it. I wish you guys could feel like the vibrations of your voices coming up here. It's like a hug. Oh my gosh, hi Lynn. It's good to see you in person. Okay, how's everyone feeling this morning? And I don't know you either, but you're very pretty. Good morning. How's everyone feeling? Freaking fantastic. That's literally the only thing I want to hear. I'm so glad that we gave gratitude for fake fall last week, as she has left us, and we do pray that she will return. But it's wonderful to have you all with us this morning. Everybody has one of these cool things? Okay, wonderful. So excited. We're going to flip to the back and go over just a couple of things. First, I would like to share with you with a heavy heart that we are no longer doing group meetings at night. We're done with all our small groups for the rest of the year. I'm sorry. The holidays be holidaying. And I figured instead of asking you guys to come out after dark, I'd release you to be with your families and enjoy your evening. So no more small groups, no more wine and wishful thinking, no more book club, just Sundays. And if you're bored, come hang out with me at the church during the day. That would bring me so much life. So then we've got a couple different ways that we're giving this year. It looks like on December 5th, there's Spread Christmas Cheer with MJM, which is actually a ministry that we support at Fort Worth United Methodist. They do a lot of really cool lawyer stuff. I invite you to take a look at what they get into. We are collecting blankets for the First Street Missions and men's shoes. They need big shoe sizes, so 9 through 12. We've got an opportunity to be an angel this holiday, so visit Wesley Hall November 9th through November 23rd and select a kid. Have you guys done the angel tree stuff before? It's so cute. Growing up, my parents didn't let us do traditional Christmas. We actually did angel tree, and we got Christmas after Christmas. So it was honestly the most incredible thing in the world to be a little kid, like racing through the stores, picking out something for another kid. So if you've never done it, it's a great opportunity to give in a really unique way. And then we've got a call for Christmas decorations. I was told there's a tree being made. I'm very excited. There's gnomes on the way. There's rocks coming. So whatever you want to bring to decorate for Christmas this holiday, we are inviting you to bring it here and put your stamp on 1111 Christmas Way. So how's that sound? Wonderful. We had, you want to share your good news? Wait, we have a question. Let me look, did I miss it? Oh, that's the UMW luncheon. I'm sorry, I did skip that. Thank you for correcting that. The Nutcracker is Too Much is on December, that's adorable, is on December 2nd. That's guest speaker Les Jordan is gonna be coming to join our UMWs. Who's been to our UMW luncheons before? Yes, okay, good. So that's always a wonderful opportunity to be in like community in a really fun, formal, you get a nice lunch, you get a beautiful speech. Yes, ma'am. And you have to register online. You heard it from Miss Sharm. So if you want to join us, hop online for that. Any other questions? Okay, good. Elena has news.
Hello. You may have seen on the 1111 Facebook page that I participated in the Walk to End Alzheimer's this year. This is a yearly tradition for my family. We lost my grandfather to Alzheimer's 8 years ago, this month actually. So it's really, it's really close to my family's heart, and I know that it's a disease, Alzheimer's and dementia in general, that affects a lot of the population. So I thank you if you donated to the walk for me on my behalf. I wanted to let y'all know that my team, my family, raised $1,700 with your help. And the Fort Worth Walk overall has raised about $330,000 for Alzheimer's research. So thank you for being part of that with me.
I love it. She shared it backstage, and I had to have her share it with you all. That is such beautiful news. Thank you for sharing your heart and your passion with us. If you got to donate, thank you again. We'll do it again next year. That's just another really wonderful opportunity for us to be invested in our community and to bring life to life in a really unique way. I have one other cool thing to tell you guys about, which is our drum roll. We had our care team training. Isn't this cute? You can clap. You can clap. Okay, great. So we had our very first care team training. If you were at care team training, put your hand up. Yay! Look at all these hands up. So we had a phenomenal time learning all about consent, all about boundaries. Consent was a big one. We talked about ego. We talked about friends versus caring for people in community. We talked about everything. We have a lot of really wonderful structure that was in this. I think we all walked away feeling really inspired and safer in the care that we're going to provide. So Care Team has officially launched. It's in its baby stages, so we're still growing and we're learning and we're making adjustments. But if you know someone who needs care this holiday season, needs help with meals, needs a quick call, needs just a buddy to go with on a walk in the park or anything along those lines, we have a little baby team that is here for you. So I was very excited to tell you all about that. Okay, all the excitement aside. We are moving into our moment of Kairos. Who's not familiar with Kairos? We have a couple new faces in here. This is our strange way of kind of dropping in. There's been a lot of energy in the room. We're all happy to see each other, and this is our moment to settle and take some breaths and leave all the hoopla that's outside to be the hoopla that's outside, and to just be present, which is not something we get to do often. It's also an opportunity to practice something different. So I know meditation's not for everyone, but this is an innocent way to learn how and to see how you connect in that space. So we traditionally start with a song, and then we move into a meditation, which will be led by Mr. George Sutton this morning.
As the music at the banquet, as the wine before the meal, as the firelight in the night. So are you to me, as the ruby in the setting, as the fruit upon the tree, as the wind blows over the plains. So are you to me. As the ruby in the setting, as the fruit upon the tree, as the wind blows over the plains. So are you to me. So are you to me.
Thank you, ladies, very much. My name is George Sutton. I'm a retired United Methodist pastor, and it's my privilege to be here today. And again, to let me offer my word of welcome, and to those of you online, welcome. Kagan contacted me, well, actually, she contacted my wife and asked if I would be willing to do the Kairos moment. You know how that works. Yes, dear. And so I said yes. And so Kagan requested that I do something about gratitude. And I thought I knew what gratitude was, and I think I still do, but here's the official definition of gratitude: an appreciative awareness and thankfulness as for kindness shown or something received. So you can't have gratitude unless you receive something from somebody. That's kind of interesting. The prophet Micah, that you're going to hear from, Jay's going to read that in a few minutes, tells us what the Holy One wants from us, and there's three things, and I'm trusting that Kagan's going to touch on those three things. But the beginning of this passage makes it very clear that sacrifice is not what the Holy One wants. You don't have to do something to please God. My wife and I work with a nonprofit called Forward Training Center, and this last Friday night we attended the graduation. And Forward Training Center is a faith-based organization that teaches people who go through the program that each of us have worth and value just as we are. God has placed within us gifts and abilities that we can use to bless ourselves and the world. Everybody has gifts and abilities. And so that's what we work with these students, and the graduation was just wonderful. And I'm just wondering if you know of somebody who knows what their gifts and abilities are. Do you know what your gifts and abilities are? Some of us do, some of us don't. But I want us to do a little exercise, and I want you to get comfortable. And I think it's probably going to be easier if we close our eyes. You can keep them open if you want to, but I'm going to ask us to use our imagination a little bit and to imagine the people that I mentioned, or groups of people that I mentioned. While we're doing this, let's begin with a deep breath in and then slowly out. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And breathe out. And I want you to think about the first person that comes into your mind. Keep breathing in and out slowly. And possibly this person has a name, a teacher who taught you something. What kindness was shown? Did you receive something from that teacher? Keep breathing in and out. The leader of an organization such as a scout group, a band, a service organization, a leader. What kindness was shown? What did you receive from that person? Keep breathing in and out slowly. Think about a family member. Could be a parent, grandparent, aunt, uncle, cousin. First name that pops into your mind. What kindness was shown? What did you receive from that person? A friend. What kindness was shown? What did you receive from that person? Someone from whom you sought advice. You were in a time of trouble, distress. You sought advice from someone. Who was that person? What was the kindness shown? What did you receive from that person? An everyday person in your life, a clerk at a store, a checkout counter, a coffee shop, somebody in your everyday life. What was the kindness shown? What did you receive from that person? Holy One, we ask that you would help us to be the person you want us to be. For you have created us and placed within us gifts and abilities with which to bless your world. Amen.
Good morning, everyone. This morning, we're asking some profound questions. They come from the book of Micah, chapter 6. With what shall I come before Adonai? With what shall I bow myself before God on high? Shall I present him with burnt offerings, with year-old calves? Will Adonai be pleased with thousands of rams, with hordes of rivers of oil? Shall I offer my firstborn for my transgression, the fruit of my belly for the sin of my soul? He has told you, humanity, what is good, and what Adonai is seeking from you, only to practice justice, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God.
Thank you, Jay, and thank you, George. That was beautiful. Whew. This is my favorite place to be. I'm still really jazzed. How are we feeling? Good, good, good. It really is good to see you guys. So, I'm trying to hear you preach, Mr. Sutton. Has anybody heard him preach? For those of you at home, Miss Margaret, his wife, raised her hand. I'm trying to hear you preach, my guy. That was something else. I was like, shoot, well, I ain't got nothing else to say, but I'm going to come up with something real quick. So we are in a season of Thanksgiving, and today we are continuing our conversation of thanks living, which I thought I was clever for. Again, I'm not. This is the idea of living in gratitude all year round instead of just in the holiday season. And last week we got a little history lesson, right? And we learned that the day has really transformed over time and through different cultures and through different moments of our history. And it's landed and become this family-friendly, fun-oriented, food-oriented day we celebrate today. And we took an honest look at the truth behind Thanksgiving and saw the reality of suffering and death and war of indigenous peoples and of American peoples that oftentimes gets pushed to the side. We then participated in the Haudenosaunee Thanksgiving address, which was a wonderful gift. And we took a deeper look at Psalm 65, and we saw that creation's abundance is still with us, is it not? It's amazing. Also, I'm gonna need to hear y'all today. Okay, I'm feeling sassy. I woke up sassy, so I'm gonna need you to help me out today. So these two sacred sources, the Haudenosaunee Address and Psalm 65, they provided us with wonderful examples of how to live out gratitude, greeting the sun, looking each other in the eye, blessing a meal and the hands that prepared it, all down to every single grain of rice. We are surrounded by abundance. I love that there was a special moment in both of those sources that said that the trees, the water, the soil beneath our feet, the sunlight, and the gift of each other are all part of God's ongoing love note to us. And I don't know if y'all read that note often, but it's long. And it's full of some of the most wonderful things. So let's recap quickly. Mr. George gave us gratitude, but I wanted to look over the other words we defined last week. So there was thanks, which is the first step of awareness, the moment where you acknowledge a gift. Gratitude, first you must receive, and then gratitude is the readiness to give back in response. So there's action there. Then there's reciprocity, which is gratitude embodied, living in a way that nourishes what nourishes us. And we talked about how that's not a tit for tat. That's just caring for each other mutually. Did that land for y'all last week? Okay. And praise is gratitude finding its voice. Song, dance, art, or service, coming here and being in community. Praise is how we express how grateful we are in creative ways. We did a lot last Sunday. We did. I appreciate y'all hanging in there, and I'm going to ask y'all to hang in there again today because we're doing a lot again. I sat with all of that information we just reviewed and began to think about how we could move deeper into this idea of Thanksgiving. And I saw an aspect of gratitude that I have not fully explored before. And I feel like typically at Thanksgiving, we get the give thanks talks. So I didn't want to do that. That felt done. Y'all can go on YouTube and find that. So I wanted to really dive deeper. And so I sat, and I sat, and I sat, and I sat. And I hope that I can explain to you what I found. I think it makes all of this spiritual exploring more fun if we can think of it as a science experiment. Who likes science experiments? Okay, it's good mischief. Good mischief. I think it helps bring these concepts to life in a fun way. It also gives a lot of grace and forgiveness. It even transforms daily practice into daily science experiments, which just sounds way more fun. So we're diving deeper, we're looking closer, we're trying new things in this season of Thanksgiving in pursuit of seeing what happens with no expectations. Because if you have expectations as a scientist, you're gonna muddy things up. So no expectations, only with the desire to learn more. And when looking at gratitude through the lens of a science experiment, I saw a variable that I hadn't considered, and I started running a few tests, and y'all are gonna help me with this today. So has anybody ever received a gift from someone, anybody, and that gift wasn't what you wanted? Okay, tell me what you got that you didn't want. I wanna hear it. Let's see, what did you get that you didn't want? You got socks? Man, so many socks. What else? You wanted a cassette player and they gave you a record player? How dare they? Okay. A book on how to put on makeup. The audacity. A book on how to put on makeup. Gee, thanks. Okay, anything else? What else did we get that we didn't want?
Pumpkin spice bread, and I specifically said I don't like
That one's distinctly disrespectful. Pumpkin spice bread when I don't like pumpkin spice. Okay, anybody else? What else we get? Is it a real stuffed goose? Oh. Oh. No, thank you. All right. So I'm assuming all of you said either like, thank you, or like, gee, thank you so much. Okay. What about, have you ever received a compliment? I feel like the one I give a lot and people are always taken aback is by, I really like your face. So have you ever gotten a compliment like that? Like, you're so pretty, I really like your face, and you look gorgeous today, but you didn't really believe it and you still said thank you? Has that happened to you too? Okay, what kind of compliments did we get that didn't land? What did we hear? I know, think about it. I don't even. You're so well spoken. You're so smart for a girl. Okay, those are both microaggressions. Okay, what else?
You should wear makeup more often.
You should wear makeup more often. Okay. And I'm assuming once again, this is so much better than I thought it was going to be. So I'm hearing again that we said, thanks. Yeah, thank you. Or you're thinking, if it was a genuine compliment, because none of those are genuine compliments. None of those are genuine compliments. But those times when people say you look good, and you're like, oh, thanks. But in your brain, you're like, I barely tried today. You're just being nice. They're buttering me up. All those things. Okay, any more examples? I have 2 examples, but now I'm curious of other times where we say thank you, and it might not be completely sincere. Are there any other times that we do this?
You speak really well.
Oh, that one's rough. Gee, thanks. You speak really well. Thank you. Okay, what else?
You don't look Mexican.
That's rough. Okay, so clearly we're being berated by microaggressions. Wonderful. Great. Okay. That's fantastic. I'm thinking maybe along the lines of like someone drives across town, you're in crisis mode, it's a bad day, you're bawling, and a friend says, I'm on the way. And Kim and I have had this moment. I pulled up to her house and I said, honey, I'm here. And she was like, you didn't have to come. The response was, thank you. But I know in her head she was also thinking, I might not be worthy of a friend this great. This feels like a lot. You could have just called, sent a card. That feels a little bit more comfortable within my understanding of what I deserve. Or maybe you have a friend or a partner. I know lots of couples. There's one partner that does everything, and there's the other partner that's like, hi, I'm here. They take care of the car, they clean the house, they plan the dates, and I see you pointing. And you say thank you, but it's almost a routine at some point because they just do it all the time and you don't even have to really even think about it. I see Elena's hand all the way back there.
It's like when someone holds a door for you and you don't even think about it, you just say thanks, but it's not a genuine thank you.
Perfect. She said, like, someone holds the door for you, which we do in Texas a lot. Someone holds the door for you, you walk in, you say thanks, and you just keep going. Do you think about that person for the rest of the day? No. Did you even see their face? No. It's like Chick-fil-A. Yes. Oh, my pleasure. Out the wazoo. And I'm like, are they hurting you? Like, are you okay? Okay. Okay, so this is a thing that we do. We say thanks for things, and sometimes we don't mean the thanks for things. It's a thing. So this is what I've been investigating, and you all have proven me, and I appreciate it. But what is happening here? Do y'all want to find out a little bit more? Okay, let's find out what's happening here. So when I looked a little deeper, I found something really profound. These are all examples of thanks where it's not complete, it's not landing, it's not quite what we want it to be. The thanks is given, it's still valid, but perhaps, and actually, acts of gratitude sometimes are performed. We do something in return even though we don't really want to. And it doesn't quite hit home. It's not the same kind of thank you give when you open the gift and it's exactly what you wanted, right? Those thank yous are different. There's the thank you, and then there's the thank Thank you. Those are not the same, right? Very different things. It's not the same thing as when you get dressed and you leave the house and you're like, man, I look good. And then someone compliments you on that day. Doesn't that land? Like that just feel like, thank you. That feels good. So my hypothesis, and I know I have scientists in here, so it's not a properly structured hypothesis, but stay with me, is if we don't think that we're deserving of the gifts that we receive, or we struggle with humility, or if we're living in that weird tensiony place between I deserve everything and I deserve nothing, which is kind of human, and I think we all do it, it becomes hard to actually acknowledge the abundance that's floating around us. It becomes hard to accept and receive good things. So if this is a science experiment, I've got a guiding question. What spurred the experiment is the title of our series today, Is Thanks Good Enough? What do you guys think? Is thanks good enough? There is no right or wrong answer. Yes? Sometimes, not always. Okay. It's better. Yes, Kelly, it's better than nothing. Okay, so in our scripture today, in Micah 6, the answer is absolutely yes. If it's sincere. And let's take a look at that. So we have lots of abundant proof from many different cultures, from many different places that say that thanks is enough. In Micah 6, it gets dramatic. And I chose this translation because Adonai feels like bigger than life itself. He said, with what shall I come before Adonai? Shall I bring burnt offerings, rivers of oil, even my firstborn? And these are crazy questions because where are you getting a river of oil? So in today's times, what do those questions sound like? What do they sound like? What do I need to do to earn favor? How do I prove my worth? How can I give back? What else? What else do those questions sound like? Is this enough? Can I please him? What else? Is this transactional? What else? Will they like me? That's hard. These are huge questions. And the answer that comes back is so simple and somehow not simple, and that feels really biblical. But what does Adonai require of the children of Stardust? Only to act justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with the divine. What God asks is a posture of the heart that leads to a life that is reaching and striving for right relationship with you, with others, with creation, with the divine. And when our thank you comes from that place, which is a place beyond sincerity, then thanks is enough. Amen. I'm preaching today, y'all. I'm gonna need to hear something. Okay. Meister Eckhart says that if the only prayer you say in your entire life is thank you, it will be enough. Humility allows us to recognize that life and love are given freely, that we rely on countless people, forces, gifts that we have no control over. Humility reminds us that nothing is owed, but everything is ours to appreciate. Y'all hear that? The chair you're sitting on, appreciated. The clothes on your back, appreciated. Self-awareness brings about justice, and this was a revelation for me. Self-awareness brings about justice. It allows us to see the innate worth and holiness of ourselves, of others, and of all of creation. When we can see the worthiness of all things, the magnitude of receiving is overwhelming. Justice is knowing that all things that you and I have been deemed worthy. We've been deemed worthy. And mercy makes our gratitude childlike. It makes it glow and sing louder than ever before because it expands our understanding of what grace is. It softens our hearts. It turns bad books into mansions. It turns unwanted advice into diamonds. Micah 6 tells us that thanks, heartfelt, sincere, attentive thanks, and acts of gratitude and reciprocity are bigger than we think they are, right? They're huge, as they all play a vital role in our ability to be in right relation with the world around us and with the divine. Are y'all here? We're in the room? Okay. Our gratitude, when rooted in the right heart posture, is a living expression of walking humbly with God. It is the way that we can live into justice. It is how we bring mercy to life. Heart posture is the inner orientation of our being, the stance our heart takes towards life. That's a private conversation. I can't tell you what that looks like. I'm not here to give advice. But what your heart is doing, that's how you show up internally. Have you ever stopped to think, what is my heart posture? And is that in alignment with what I am doing and saying? Is my thanks coming from a heart-centered place? Without alignment, without that aligned posture, we saw what thanks can do. It almost floats above us, not landing. It's polite and it's kind, but it's missing something vital. Those thank yous don't reach life, and life's abundance can't quite get to you. Do any of y'all collect things? What do we collect? Mostly tattoos. You expensive lady. Okay. What else do we collect? Say again. Dr. Pepper memorabilia. I need to come over. Okay. What else do we collect? Degrees. We collect degrees. Y'all are funny. I think I heard someone say sloths, like shoes and rocks. Okay, seashells. Okay. Books. We all. Legos. Okay, good to know. I know what to get you for Christmas. Okay. No, thank you for asking what I collect. I was going to tell you anyway. So I've shared a couple of the things I collect with you all, like bones and plushies, which is a weird combination. But we're going to stack Hulk comics on top of that. I have about 35 limited edition, special edition Hulk comics. He's my favorite. There is something amazing about how anger becomes just and protective through this giant green man. And he's he's the most incredible character to me. I've been a fan since I was a kid. So when I became an adult and I got free will, I started collecting them, even though everyone told me it was crazy. And I put them up on my walls because the cover art is one of my favorite things to look at. I had a friend come over one day and she brought her son. He was like this big. He was probably about 6. His name was Ezekiel. And what did he have on when he came to visit? A Hulk shirt. You knew it. He had on a Hulk shirt. And when he saw my comic book wall, he lost it. Screaming, climbing on the chairs, looking real hard. He was so polite, hands behind his back. He was just looking as hard as he could. All the oohs and ahs made me feel like a famous person. I was like, this is why we collect things. Like, this is it right here. The joy was beaming through his eyes. It made me look at my comic books with more gratitude. I had recently gone to a comic book convention. It's another weird thing that I'll do. I even cosplay. If y'all do it, if you've never done it, it's one of the most fun things in the world to do, to get dressed up with a bunch of other adults. So I had gone to a comic convention, and I had just gotten a new Hulk comic, and I hadn't put it on the wall yet. And as they got up to gather their things, I remembered the freshly wrapped, crunchy comic. And before I could think about what I was doing, because I really wanted to keep it, I ran to my office and I grabbed it and I placed it in Ezekiel's hands. My desire to share it with him overtook my desire to keep it. And he began to cry. And I began to cry. And Mom began to cry. And he whispered, you know children, especially 6 years old, because they can speak clearly, but like they still get kind of like overwhelmed sometimes. And so he said, thank you. And like I can still hear it in my head because it was the sweetest thing I've ever heard in my life. He shoveled out the door. We embraced each other. I said goodnight. And she said later that he puts it on his bedside stand, and he reads it every night. What if this is how our thanks was given all the time? With eyes full of tears, a heart of joy, even when it's not what we want, or even if the gift is ordinary, or even if we think we don't deserve it. Because our heart knows that to receive anything at all is an acknowledgement of our divine identity, is an acknowledgement of our worth. Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel says that our goal should be to live life in radical amazement. Get up in the morning and look at the world in a way that takes nothing for granted. Everything is phenomenal. Everything is incredible. Never treat life casually. To be spiritual is to be amazed. Ezekiel's gratitude, his tears, his joy were more than enough for me. It's more than enough for you as well. I'm curious in my science experiment, what will happen if we begin to tinker the posture of our hearts, leaning closer into the movement of the divine, inching ourselves deeper into gratitude that comes from a heart that's aligned with justice and mercy and humility? What will happen? And I need you to hear me clearly, because I'm not saying that if your heart is not 100% in a thank you, that it all of a sudden doesn't matter. That's not what I'm saying. That's madness. We're all human. I am inviting all of us, myself included, to look inward the next time we give thanks or do something out of gratitude, and to see what the posture of our heart is and see how we can lean in more, how we can tilt our hearts a little bit more towards right relationship. Amen? Okay, to end our conversation today, I want to share a prayer with you all. It aids in our experiment of thanks living that will help us train the posture of our hearts. It comes from our beloved Navajo ancestors that have been practicing this balancing act long before any of us ever existed. It's called the Walking in Beauty prayer. Have you all heard it before? Okay, good. I'm glad. If it's okay with you, I'm going to read it. I'll invite the band back up. I think it's a wonderful tool to take with you. I read it to myself several times this week, and it did what the comic book did for Ezekiel. It made everything sparkle. This is a prayer that oftentimes closes ceremonies. So I think it's very fitting that it will close ours today. And we offer gracious thanks to the Navajo peoples who carried this prayer forward so that it may speak to us in this day. In beauty I walk. With beauty before me I walk. With beauty behind me I walk. With beauty above me I walk. With beauty around me I walk. It has become beauty again. Today I will walk out. Today everything negative will leave me. I will be as I was before. I will have a cool breeze over my body. I will have a light body. I will be happy forever. Nothing will hinder me. I walk with beauty before me. I walk with beauty behind me. I walk with beauty below me. I walk with beauty above me. I walk with beauty around me. With beauty all around me, may I walk. Amen.
When people keep repeating, you'll never fall in love. when everybody keeps retreating. You can't seem to get enough. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door to your heart. My love open the door. My love open the door. My love open the door. Let my love open the door. When everything feels all over, when everybody seems unkind, I'll give you a leaf clover, take a worry out of your mind. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door to your heart. My love open the door. Let my love open the door. My love open the door. Let my love open the door. I have the only key to your heart. I can stop you from falling down. Try to take it by this way. Come on and give me a chance to say, let my love open the door. It's all I'm looking for. Release yourself from misery. There's only one thing gonna set you free. That's my love. That's my love. That's my love. Open the door. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door. We try to deep expose you. Don't let them drag you down. Love get cool, you run. You're so lucky I'm around. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door to your heart.
I don't have a benediction. Wait, is this on? It's not on. Can I get it on? Oh, there we are. Okay. I don't have a benediction today. I have a request. Are you guys ready to say yes? Okay, excellent. This week I want to challenge you to give and observe. Take flowers, take a rock, take a leaf, take a piece of chocolate, and give it to a stranger. You don't have to know them. Just run up to them and say, I have this for you. And I want you to give it. And then I want you to observe what your heart does and what their face does, because we can't see their hearts. But I want you to experience that. Just observe. Nothing good or bad. Just observe. And then I want you to receive and observe. Every time you receive something, the sunrise, a hug, a compliment, a good meal, pause. Take a moment. Breathe it in, pull it close, and see what happens. Go in grace, my loved ones. May you find something this week that pulls you deeper into gratitude and brings balance to the posture of your heart. Amen. Have a great week. Bye.
Yeah.